Hey guys, welcome to episode 44. This is the peer-to-peer network coding session. And at this episode, we are going to be debugging the user profile creation from a social app. Okay, so we have already written all the code to debug this. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to debug it again, or not debug it again, debug it for the first time here. The final version of the code. Okay, so we are going to do it first with my user profile that exists, second with a user profile that does not exist. So let's go. Okay, here we have the message. We will need a GitHub token for this. So I will come here and generate a new token. The token will have no expiration and have this stuff. And this is a user profile test 3. Okay. So here we have the token that we're going to put in here. All right, so let's go. Run this from here. Check create user profile. Okay. So then we will stop here. Check create user profile. So we're coming. Okay, we already debugged this. We'll get the user profile if it exists. If not, we come in here. Okay, the profile exists. Here we have the profile, and we move to the next step. So this is done. The next step is the user apps. So for the user app, we have all this procedure for signing. No, sorry, don't sign. So I already have the user apps node and the desktop apps. So I'm just going to, push this target node into this and all this. So see how I got this stuff that are going to be used at the next step. So this is already tested, at least for the circuit where the profile exists, okay? So then add signing accounts. We already debugged that guy. So I'm going to let it run until here. Okay, so the result is still okay. So we are good. That means that then we are going to push profile. This is the latest thing that we added. So here we go. Okay, so I will enter into this, but I will put a breakpoint here in case of there is an error. It seems there is a problem somewhere. I will stop it there. Okay, cool. So the problem is that this function plugins at GitHub that is here, okay, I need to put the full path. But for that, I will need to type this in here. But instead of plugins, plugins at GitHub is the right name to use. Okay, so we'll debug this again, run. Okay, so we'll enter here, and now it will enter. So we have the file content, okay, a big stuff, token, repo, owner, file path, file name. Oops. Reject is not defined. Oh my god. Resolve, reject. Okay, let's go again. So you can go. Okay, so we're going to try to get the file path. This is going to fail because I guess here we have a different name. This is, by the way, coming from here. What is this file path? Okay, so it's probably going to work. So let's see where this goes. Not found. Okay, problem. So what are we trying to do? Mm, I guess that it's probably okay that it's not found because I have commented check create fork, so that means that if the fork didn't exist, then I don't have it. But what happens then? What happens then? It should come here, okay? So let's check it out. So error, then response will be error stack. We have the stack. And then it will come here and it will return um, hold on, it didn't return because I have to reject or resolve this. This is what I usually do when there is a problem. Okay, so I got it. Okay, so now I'm going to check for the fork. So I should um, the problem I will generate a problem with my fork, because if I push a chain directly into the fork and not into my local, I'm pretty sure I will have a Git problem that is going to take me an hour to discover what is going wrong. So I'm going to do the part, but I'm not going to actually make the push because I don't want to. Okay, so let's run this again. Okay, so we did a fork. We come here and we check for the SHA. The SHA is okay. That means that we are ready to update this stuff. Shall I do it or not? Yeah, maybe then I can revert the commit at the fork or fork again, or I don't know what I have to do, but I have to test this. And the problem that I have a lot of stuff committed to my fork, but that I haven't merged into the develop branch, so I'm not going to do this. No. Okay, so my guess this is going to work, and the rest was already debugged, so I'm going to stop here. Okay, I don't want to change my fork now. So the next test I'm going to do, um, so there is a test of all these with a user profile that does not exist. But for that, I have to use another GitHub username. Okay, so I have to simulate the creation of a GitHub username. Okay, I'm going to comment out this and launch from here. Okay, yeah, it arrived here, but the problem is that I didn't change the username. Then I'm going to debug from here all the way. So let's debug. Check create user profile. So the user profile will not exist, and I will arrive here. Okay, so user profile is going to be this guy. We'll create all this stuff. So now user profile is going to have a config with a code name, and the signature. Okay, add user apps. So here the user app is going to be undefined. So I create one of these. Then I will add this, and then we'll add this. So this array is going to have one item. The target node is going to be this guy, and everything went well. Then we are going to sign all this stuff. And if you see the user profile, user apps, user app, desktop app, social trading desktop app. There is one with a sign-in account with a config that has the signature. So this worked too. Push profile and pull request. Okay, this I cannot test it because I don't have that profile and I don't have obviously the fork. So as far as I can see, the only thing that I couldn't test is the update of the file, but that used to work before. So used to work not here in the user profile creation process, but somewhere else. So I will consider all this working. And I'm going to test everything so as to merge this into develop, okay? So this procedure is essentially done. So whatever I have here, I'm going to leave it, I'm going to comment it out. Okay, so as far as I can see, all this is working. Then my first test is going to be, I'm going to run the network again. Run network. I'm going to run desktop. First, I'm going to remove all this and delete this token and run this. No. The network client identity does not match any node a user profile plugins. What is going on? Okay, what can be wrong with this? I don't understand because this was working. On the governance system, you might declare that you have, for instance, 3 peer-to-peer network nodes. The way to tell this particular instance which one is 3 is by configuring at the environment is yes, which one I want it to be by putting there the code name of peer-to-peer network node I want it to be. With that connect, we then get from the secrets file the node ID. Okay, let's check the secret file because the only thing that changed is the secrets file. Uh-huh. So the problem might be that I have more than one of these node code name because of the test I've been doing. Okay. Yeah, when I tested a new user, I added one more record here, and this created the problem that we are seeing here. So okay, this worked. I can follow profile picture. Okay, follow this guy. But this worked. Okay, that is my basic test here. Okay, so with this working, we will check the platform. So we will run the platform. Forget about this and this. We will run no platform. I want to change this stuff also. Where is that? Mhm. Social trading, GitHub. I think this is platform, projects, server. This is the platform, client, no, web server, index HTML. So I'm going to remove this comment from here and from here. Okay. So I am at the getting started. I'm going to test this stuff. I run all the data mines. Okay, data mining is working. So that test passed. Then another thing I'm going to do is to come here and inside the platform we have my data storage project, algorithmic trading, and I'm going to delete everything in there so that I can come here and run this backtest and check the charts to see um, okay, the backtest is there, all good. So essentially we are done. That means that I can come to my workspace where I do my contributions. User. This is the way you contribute something. Hit enter and it goes. Okay, so to recap, what we have done is finish the process of user profile creation. We test both scenarios where the user profile exists and doesn't exist. They all seem to work. I'm going to pass all this to the guys at the desktop app. And essentially, the next thing to do is to code the possibility to add one social persona or a social entity in general, okay? And then to delete it and to list it, but at least to add one, okay? And to list them. So that will be the focus of the next episode. This was a short one, quick. Thank you for watching and see you next time.